Tantor Audio, a division of Recorded Books, presents Barnburner by Anastasija White, narrated by Marie Hawkins and T.J. Clark. Chapter 1. Snow Queen. Evangelina. I glance at the clock and smile, seeing my oddly favorite numbers, 1212. I quickly close my eyes and make a wish for today to turn out well. It's a habit I've acquired over the years, allowing myself to believe in a little bit of magic, even if it's more of an illusion. Magic has nothing to do with what people are capable of. The second I let the time sink in, I curse. I'm running late. I have a meeting about my dessert shop's new menu in little over an hour, and I still need to take Cooper out. He's been a good boy waiting for me, but even his patience has its limits. For the past 40 minutes, my Doberman Pinscher has been following my every step, looking into my eyes with an absolutely miserable expression, as if I didn't take him for an hour-long walk this morning. This dog is a manipulative asshole, but I still love him. I collect my hair into 2 Dutch braids and swirl around, checking out my outfit. I intend to get in a little run on the way, so I'm wearing a black sports bra and black leggings with red sneakers. Coop sits by the door, eyeing me warily as if there's a chance I'd run away. Come on, Coop, let's go. I grab my keys and his leash from the table and reach for the front door. He always walks out of the house and waits for me, but not today. As soon as I open the door, Cooper barrels downstairs. His loud barks echo on the street as he charges for the large-as-a-wall guy standing near my Lamborghini Aventador. What the hell? Get your fucking dog off me! The guy growls. Cooper already has his paws on the man's chest, and he keeps baring his teeth, his ears drawn back. I stay planted on the porch, my mouth falling open. Rapidly blinking, I pinch my eyebrows together, and a trickle of sweat rolls down my back. Oh my God, what am I doing? I rush down the stairs, tripping over 2 at once. Then I seize Cooper by his collar and drag him away from the guy. I put the leash on my dog and take a step back. Palm pressed to my ribcage, I try to catch my breath and finally look at the man in front of me. He looks pale, and his dark brown eyes are shooting daggers at me from under edged brows. I'm so sorry. What the fuck is wrong with you? He interrupts, making me shut my mouth. Your dog could have bitten my leg off. Don't you know how to use a fucking leash? I made a mistake, and I acknowledge that. Apologizing is the least I can do. But this man won't even let me finish. Don't you know how to talk to a woman? I hiss, furrowing my brow. My gaze roams over his face. I take in his eyes, his slightly crooked nose, and the noticeable stubble on his cheeks. He might be attractive, but he's incredibly far from what I consider my type. My dog is— Your fucking dog attacked me. The guy clenches his fists. His jaw clamps shut as he grinds his teeth. If I wasn't so pissed, I'd be intimidated by him. A glance is enough to tell me he's into sports. This man might be an athlete, perhaps a football player like Dad, who's the only athlete I like. I'm not interested in the rest of them. I made a mistake letting Coop out of the house without a leash, but I didn't know you'd be checking out my car. He's defending me, I say. A door slams shut, startling me and making me take a few steps back. 2 girls run down the stairs of the 2-story house next door with the white facade and large windows. They're headed in our direction. Did someone buy it? I was curious about your car, and I just wanted to have a look. I didn't expect to almost lose my leg in the process. I blink. A barking dog is not the same as a biting dog. Maybe try not to gawk at other people's cars next time to avoid problems. Avoid problems? He mumbles, breathing heavily. A vein in his neck pulsates. One of the girls appears in front of him. I focus my attention on her and instantly see that it's Bella. 8 months ago, when I moved to Santa Clara, Bella worked her magic on the interior design of my house. She's incredibly nice and sweet, and I like her despite the fact that her husband is the quarterback for the California Mustangs. Though Xander is kind of cool. He helped me when I was looking for a tattoo artist 4 months ago. Okay, maybe not all athletes are so bad. Maybe I'm being a hypocrite. Hey, Eva! Bella steps closer to me and kisses my cheek. How are you? Her familiar face is like an instant fix for my mood. I smile, feeling my muscles relax a little. Hey, Bella. I was great until this little incident. Do you know this guy? Of course. Drake is my client. He bought this house, and I'm helping him decorate it. My smile slips away, and I absent-mindedly touch my earring. Is he my new neighbor? Yup. The brunette who is silently standing beside the guy takes a step forward and extends her palm to me. I'm Ava. It's nice to meet you. Eva. Evangelina. I quickly shake her hand and then let go, stepping back. Her eyes are glued to my face as she stares at me with curiosity. It's nice to meet you, too. Unlike this guy, I did nothing wrong. It was your dog's fault. You shouldn't let him off the leash. His posture is still tense as he bombards me with accusations. Sighing, I pull Cooper to my side because he's trying to get to Bella. I bet he can smell her dog Milo on her. Listen, I didn't expect him to run at you like he did. He knows how to behave. A moment passes, my eyes stay locked on this guy. He blinks and shakes his head, muttering, Whatever. He stomps to the BMW X6 parked near Bella's car and slams the door so hard, Ava flinches. Someone definitely has a problem controlling his anger. I return my gaze to Bella and Ava. Sorry about that. He just pissed me off, yelling at me and not letting me apologize to him. Stepping back, I loosen Cooper's leash a little and squint at my watch. I need to get going. Sure, Bella murmurs, hugging me briefly. See you around, Eva. See you around, I tell her and focus my attention on Ava. She's gorgeous, and I'm sure I've never seen her with Bella before. If she's this guy's girlfriend, he should be more appreciative of her instead of acting like the biggest child on the planet. Bye, Ava. Bye, Eva. She grins at me. My eyes linger on her face for a moment, then I quickly stroll away from my house with Cooper. I can't believe I wasted so much time on that rude guy. I'm sitting on the couch in my living room, typing on my laptop, listening to my playlist on Spotify. It's Saturday night, and instead of going out, I stayed home to work. These calm evenings, when I do whatever I want without caring what others think, are exactly what I need. I glance to my left and meet Cooper's eyes instantly. He's lying in his dog bed, chewing on a big bone I bought for him, even if he didn't deserve it. No matter what I think about my new neighbor, the way my dog acted toward that dude was not acceptable. He didn't do anything to cause that level of aggression, and I feel puzzled. What the hell happened to Coop? This guy doesn't look like Asher, the only person Cooper wasn't very fond of. He's more like my dad, tall and muscular, a good 6'5". And Coop loves my father. At this point, I can only hope the situation won't repeat itself. There's no way I'll ever let him out of the house without a leash again. My phone beeps with an incoming message, but I ignore it. I'm determined to finish the new marketing strategy for my dessert shop. A smile blossoms on my lips when I let my fantasies overwhelm my brain. So many ideas and so many plans. In moments like these, I'm happy I gave up being a runway model. This way, I have more time to myself, even if I loved being a part of the shows. Another huge thank you to Asher. Not. He's my biggest fuck-up. If anyone from my family knew everything about my relationship with my ex-boyfriend, I'd be dead. I blink and shake my head, refocusing on my laptop. What's wrong with me tonight? It's like I can't catch a break. I'm constantly switching from one thought to the other. Getting up from my couch, I proceed to the kitchen. I open the fridge and take out a plate with the last piece of cheesecake I made 2 days ago. I've been experimenting with flavors, and I love how deliciously sweet this one turned out. Blueberries might not be my favorite, but in cheesecake, it's a 10 out of 10. I can't wait to talk to Marcy about adding it to our menu. I turn on the kettle and move around the kitchen, humming along with Taylor Swift. Antihero is my own personal anthem, as my best friend Nevaeh said the second she heard me singing it. I'm the problem. Me and no one else. Who in their right mind would start a relationship with a guy knowing he's a cheater and a manipulator? Only Evangelina Jones. Next time I want to prove something to someone, I'll promise to prove it only to myself. I refuse to ruin my life and body ever again. Once I settle at the table with my mug of chamomile tea and plate of cheesecake, paws slap on the tile and Cooper enters the room. I can't even eat in peace with him around. Bro, soon you're gonna be bigger than the Titanic, I tell him as he comes to the table and sits near my chair facing me. Cooper won't guilt-trip me into feeding him again. He already had his dinner. I pop a piece of my cheesecake into my mouth and hear a loud sigh. Someone is definitely trying to get my attention. Not going to happen, Coop. With my 122 pounds against his 99, he'll be walking me soon, not the other way around. And I hate not being in control. Another loud exhale leaves my dog's mouth, and he lowers his head onto my lap as I take another bite of my cheesecake. Groaning, I look at him. What? Ugh, Cooper, give me a break. This dog is going to be the death of me. I pat his head and slowly stand up. I step to the cupboard, get a few pumpkin dog biscuits, and offer them to him. He swallows them in the blink of an eye and tilts his head as if asking me, what else? I go back to my seat and finish my cheesecake without paying any attention to Coop's gaze on me. I'm doing it for his own good. He should be grateful. After I finish loading in the dishwasher, I return to the living room with Cooper in tow. He saunters to his dog bed, where he continues to gnaw on his bone. I should probably watch something, but my mood is all over the place. Debating my next steps, I stare at the ceiling. I reach for my phone, unlock it, and quickly dial Nevaeh's number. There's a good chance she's already clubbing somewhere since it's past 9, but I still want to try. I need company. Hey, Nev, I say as soon as she answers. What's up? What are you doing tonight? Hey, honey, she murmurs sweetly. Pretty much nothing. I'm on my period, so I'm planning to watch something and cuddle in my bed. Do you want to pretty much do nothing with me? I ask, and she laughs heartily. Sounds good. Be there in 30. You better have something to drink. You bet I do. See you soon, Angie, she says and hangs up. Later, I'm sitting on the couch with a bottle of rose, 2 glasses, and a cheese plate with olives on the table. I hope it'll be enough for us. Grabbing my phone from the table, I decide to check the time, and I see the unread message. I'd totally forgotten about it. As soon as I read it, anger fills every bone in my body. The fucker has no idea when to stop. Unknown number. How's my snow queen doing? Any chance your heart is warming up to me again? I miss you, Eva. A horde of goosebumps spreads across my skin and I squirm. Asher makes me hate my name. Anytime he's going through another phase, he crawls back, begging for my attention, asking me to go on a date with him. Or just fuck him wherever I want. I don't want any of it. My third breakup with him left a dent in my confidence and ugly signs of his addiction on my body. I want him to leave me alone. But unfortunately, he doesn't seem to understand. For whatever reason, he believes I still have feelings for him. As if I love him because I'm single. Delusional motherfucker. He's my past, one I don't regret leaving behind at all. Asher needs a reality check. I block yet another one of his phone numbers and toss my phone onto the table. The doorbell rings and I push myself from the couch to the hallway. Opening the door, my eyes land on Nevaeh. She's wearing a baggy black hoodie and black sweatpants. Her strawberry blonde hair is collected in 2 cute buns on top of her head. I step away and she ambles into my house, giving me a loud smooch on my cheek along the way. A bottle of Moët is the first thing I see when I lock the door and spin around. Nevaeh is grinning from ear to ear as she holds the bottle in front of her. Will you get drunk with me tonight? Pretty please? As if you had to ask, I reply, and she squeals, jumping into the air like a kid. Shaking my head, I follow Nevaeh into the living room. Now I'm more than sure this night is going to be amazing. Just like it always is, when she's around. Chapter 2. Hot and Not. Evangelina. Waking up, I open my eyes and instantly close them again. I lie still, not moving a muscle. If Cooper sees me stir, he'll sit right by the bed, keeping his gaze on me until I get up and take him for a walk. And I'm not ready for that. especially not after Nev and I went to bed around 4 a.m. "Are you trying to pretend you're still asleep because of Cooper?" A loud whisper rings in my ear, and I snap my eyes open, meeting my best friend's blues. She's lying on her right side facing me. Her hands are hidden under the pillow. "Kinda," I whisper back. "What time is it?" 10 a.m., she says, fighting a smile. "Coop and I got back from our walk 15 minutes ago. He's probably in the kitchen." "What?" I sit up and look at Nev. "Why did you—" "I woke up because of my cramps an hour ago, went to the living room, and he followed me. And I just couldn't deal with your dog looking at me with his big puppy eyes." Nevaeh sighs and rolls onto her back, pressing her palm to her lower abdomen with a wince. "I didn't think your Doberman could pull off the Puss in Boots look. Is he always like that?" "He is. You just weren't paying attention." Nev smirks and slowly sits up, raising her hands into the air and stretching. "Your dog is growing on me, and it's worrisome. I'm a cat person." "Why can't you be both?" I laugh, tossing the blanket aside and standing up from the bed. "I love cats and dogs equally." "And yet you only have a dog," she comments, climbing out of bed as well. "Why didn't your brother give you a kitten, too? Why only a dog?" "Because he wanted me to have someone who can protect me while he and Dad aren't around." I shrug, strolling to my bathroom to wash my face. "Then why didn't Cooper do anything when Asher— Can you please stop?" I demand, squinting at Nevaeh, who's standing in the doorway, her hip propped against it. She lifts her hands in front of her and takes a step back, leaving my bedroom a moment later. I take a deep breath and turn on the faucet, starting my routine. My best friend knows my outburst has nothing to do with her, and everything to do with my ex. Any mention of what he did can send me flying off the handle quicker than I can snap my fingers. I'm a work in progress, and when I finally deal with all this emotional damage, I'll be able to talk about it with her and anyone else, including my family. Hiding the whole truth from them, the one that never got to the media, is easier while they're away, but it'll be impossible if one of them decides to visit, or when I have to go home for my grandma's birthday. Another brick in my solid wall of reasons to find a way to deal with Asher and his stalkerish behavior. He needs to realize the last time I walked away, it was for good. I need to make him back off. But how? "I'm sorry," I say, plopping down on the chair in front of Nevaeh. She's sitting at the kitchen island, flipping through the pages of some magazine and ignoring my presence. "I'm sorry for snapping at you." That gets her attention, and she looks up. A light tilt of her head tells me she's not done roasting me, as always. "Thank you so much for coming over last night. I needed it more than you know. Thank you for taking Coop out, and thank you for being such an amazing friend. I don't deserve you." My best friend sighs and puts her hands on the magazine. "You're just lucky I love you. It's the only reason I tolerate your crap." "I know." I smile, covering her hand with mine. "Is there anything I can do for you?" "I have so many ideas." She murmurs with a suggestive smirk. "How about you start with breakfast?" "Are pancakes with strawberry jam good enough for you?" "If you also treat me to one of your delicious desserts, I'll be in heaven," she replies, and her melodic laughter fills the kitchen. Shaking my head, I stand up from my chair and go to the fridge. If anything, I love baking. It always helps me clear my head. "What are you reading?" I ask, setting a mug of steaming coffee in front of Nevaeh. She takes it and pushes the magazine toward me, grabbing a pancake from the plate on the counter. The second I lower my gaze to the article, I purse my lips. "I saw your dad's name and decided to buy it. You didn't tell me your photos would be published in Sports Today." "I forgot," I mutter quickly, skimming Dad's interview and checking out the pictures of my family. Mom and Dad, my twin siblings Ethan and Emma, and me. An idyllic image for everyone to admire. My dad, Logan Jones, retired a long time ago, but his legacy lives on. He has a perfect reputation. A legendary quarterback who brought 3 Super Bowl championships to his team, a successful kids coach, a loyal husband, and an incredible father. I love him, and I'll be forever grateful to him and Mom for everything they've done for me and my brother and sister. And yet he's also the reason I moved to California from Philadelphia. I'm tired of living in his shadow. tired of the high expectations people put on me because of him and my past. At 25, I want to succeed on my own, without his patronage. And articles like this aren't helping. How is that possible? It's Sports Today, one of the biggest sports magazines in the U.S., Nev exclaims, and I pin her with my stare. She quickly sets her mug on the table, her blue eyes narrowed. I always forget this is your normal. I have no clue what it means to have a family like yours. I close the magazine and lean back against my chair. You can either enjoy your life and do whatever you want, as the twins do, or you can try to be the perfect kid with perfect grades and all the possible and impossible achievements in sports, in arts, and even in chess. If you pick the first option, your life will be amazing. But if you're stupid like me, you'll be constantly held to some unrealistic standard, and your image of ambitious overachiever will be admired by all your teachers and your friends' parents, while you'll hate every fucking day of your life. Until one day you decide to rebel and everything comes crashing down and no one knows what to do with you. Nevaeh says gently, and I smile at her, nodding. She's the only person in my life who knows absolutely everything about me, just like I know everything about her. The bond we share is beyond precious, and over years of friendship, it's forged into something out of this world. Meeting her on my first day of college was a blessing. Too bad you needed to destroy yourself to realize no one is to blame except you. I'm learning. It's a long process. Too slow. I can't even imagine what happens if you... Not going to happen, Nev. I'm done with this shit. I promised you that last time was the last. I hope so. The shattered to pieces version of you is no fun, and I'm afraid the fourth time would be just too much. She tells me, and I exhale loudly, letting my shoulders drop. My hand instantly flies to my mouth, and I gnaw at the cuticle of my thumb. The memories becoming too vivid in my head. Asher, the parties, the hangovers. Angie. I blink and focus my attention on my best friend. My teeth are still deep in my skin. You're doing it again. Her voice is soft, but stern notes make me drop my hand. I grip the table until my knuckles turn white, my jaw set hard. Are you sure you're all right? I haven't seen you chew on your skin in a while. I thought Dr. Nichols helped you with this. He did. I let go of the table and show her my hands. It's the first time in 3 months. I drawl, and Nevaeh arches one eyebrow at me. Asher has been sending me messages again. Go to the police. And say what? My ex is texting me wanting to know if I want to fuck him? I'm more than sure they aren't going to do anything unless he really starts bothering me. He is bothering you, Angie. Do you want him to start showing up wherever you go? Considering his usual timing, it won't take him too long. She crosses her arms over her chest, her lips pursed in a tight pout. Why don't you find yourself a boyfriend? I snicker, and she rolls her eyes at me. Or just someone who will make your narcissistic ex back off? He needs to think you're taken. He's too chicken to actually fight for you, and too self-centered to accept that there could be someone better than his cheating ass. A relationship is the last thing I need right now. I counter, getting another eye roll from my best friend. But I'll think about it. Maybe I can hire someone to go with me to a high-profile event or something. When was the last time you looked at yourself in the mirror? You're gorgeous. You don't need to hire a man to go on a date with you. You'll have plenty of guys lined up to date if you just go with me to one of the parties my boss is throwing next week. Maybe. I take a sip of my tea. Can we just enjoy our breakfast? Pretty please? Nevaeh nods, motions to her mouth as if she's zipping it, and then snatches another pancake from the plate. Her eyes are full of mischief. She's already planning my surrender. And who knows? Maybe it's what I need. Did someone buy the house next to yours? Nev asks as we approach her car. A shiny black Lexus RX hybrid is parked near my Aventador, and I peek at my neighbor's house. It's dark and quiet, but it doesn't mean no one is inside. It's only 7 p.m. I don't turn on the lights this early either. Yeah, I met him a few days ago. A prick and his girl. Nevaeh unlocks her car, puts her bag in the back seat, and then concentrates her attention on me. A prick? It's a long story. I'll tell you about it some other time. Is he at least hot? No. I shake my head, taking a step back and glancing at the house next to mine. but his girlfriend is beautiful. If this is your new neighbor, then I don't agree with you, Nev says in a breathy whisper, and I snap my head in her direction. She's not looking at me. Her dilated pupils are focused on something behind my back. Slowly, I turn around, and my gaze instantly clashes with a heavy glare. My neighbor is scowling at me. His cheeks are bulging as he grinds his teeth together. Is that his usual facial expression, or does he just scowl when he sees me? Something is telling me the second option is way closer to reality. I frown. My fingertips are itching again. As I drag my gaze down his body, I finally realize what Nev is staring at. The guy has only shorts on. His rippled muscles are glistening with sweat, and his six-pack flexes with each step he takes. His running shoes and the backward hat on his curly hair make me think he's coming back from a run. And damn it, his legs are to die for, strong and muscular. All my annoyance suddenly disappears. Jesus, what sports is he into?
Chapter 3. Sneaky. Drake. Why are you going for a run this late? My sister is breathless. I fix my earbuds to hear her better. Why did you take Maya for a walk this late? It's almost 10 p.m. in Michigan. I tease, and she sighs loudly. Tenderness swells in my chest, and I slow down, starting to walk instead. She couldn't sleep again? She's teething, and it's exhausting. Move in with me. Come here to Santa Clara and move in with me. I'll help you with anything you need. The words rush out. It's a plea I've been making every time we speak since her dickhead boyfriend packed his things and left. I hate the idea of her being all alone. Drake, you just moved to Santa Clara yourself. You need time to settle in, to adjust to your life in a new city, to your new team. Maya and I will be a burden, Layla says quietly. I already moved into my own house. The team didn't make it into the playoffs, so I'll have a lot of free time on my hands. The season is almost over. We can adjust to the city together. We can look— Moments like this make me regret calling you, my sister exclaims, raising her voice an octave higher. Mom and Dad are helping me. Yes, they can't be here every day, but when Mom has a spare minute, she's always at my place. Dad takes Maya for a stroll when he has days off. I'm doing fine, and I want the same for you. Start living. Go on dates. Have some fun. Be the big brother I always looked up to. She's deflecting. It's so obvious I want to laugh, though this situation is rather sad. Layla is still hoping Eli will return, that he'll come around, realize how much he loves her and their daughter. He won't. The last I heard, he was chilling with his friends in Vegas, and a new chick was hanging off his arm every night. That musician was never the right person for my little sister. Too bad she wasn't able to see it. I turn my hat backward and wipe sweat off my forehead. There's no point in getting into another argument with her. Layla isn't ready to listen to anyone. Not me, and not even her best friend. I try to be optimistic, but so far, it's been one big disappointment. I miss her and Maya terribly. Fun I can do, I reassure her, after an awkward pause, and my sister giggles. The barbecue on Friday was great, even if I never thought I'd be making friends with California Mustangs players. Colt never really mentioned he was hanging out with the football crowd. Tell me more, she asks, and I grin. She definitely sounds more like my little sister, as curious and nosy as she's always been. I talk to Layla for a while, and hang up only because Maya starts crying again. The sound makes my skin itch, and my heart ache, so I turn up the volume. Ride by 21 Pilots resonates in my ears. Taking a deep breath, I swivel around and take off, running back toward my house. My plan for tonight is simple. Have a hot shower, and find something binge-worthy on TV. A very pleasant evening, even if it's a lonely one also. I need to start making new friends. It's not that easy at 27, but I don't want the Thompsons to babysit me all the time. Ava is already having too much fun poking and taunting me with her little jokes. If I keep hanging out at their place, I won't hear the end of it. Even from afar, I see a white BMW convertible still parked near my car. Though that's not what makes me frown.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?